all his bags, going pimp. I'm making these charts for the city. I'm really the hardest. I'm out to baby. I broke, they crashing. I'm getting too hot, man, family. This thing called Big Lotto, about rip it out the plastic. Give me some, get lucky. 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 Yeah, give me some, get lucky. Give me some, get lucky. Yeah, I'm shaking something.
Number one. Biggest foes on earth, though, you know what I'm saying? Fire life. Foe life, though, you know what I'm saying? Don't get this confused, man. Don't get none of the humblest confused, man.
But I still skip the line. I realize the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do it myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it. I made it look easy, juice, but it ain't easy believing the truth. You know I'm dropping them off, Bruce. Give you a clue what I'm counting. If it get loose, my driller, we might as well truce. Just for a little boost. And my new bitch, Canadian goose. I know you lose him, how you get him? I won't take him. Yeah, I told him I make money, money don't make. Shake my life off being me, so why would I fake? They try to take my flow, don't put no plagiarists. We could solve it if that's the problem. I was getting guala, I said prime. I was rocking babes when I see y'all rocking times. When you feel like this, no, you wouldn't even change your flaws. Took my time to get this shine, but I still skip the line. I realize the still on my mind. I guess the divine. And yeah, I could do this myself. That's dead or alive. And yeah, you can care about just yourself if you picking sides. Thinking that they gang, they not even squad. Yeah, I told them if you getting played, then you play the part. Really, I know I can't change my ways. You know who we are. Talking crazy, now he in the sky. Told him pick it.
I don't blame Kaiser out me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math, on God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. $90, people falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. My money Scotty. Toys, try me. Harley. Harley, I say, fuck like I want go hit Barney. Look just like Barney, and I live it, you record it. Daytime, he farming. Nighttime, I'm farming. No, got departed. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know I ain't getting enough. I like my boy, she 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you eat, baby, don't lie, I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just want you already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but a feet. I hope you know that I don't. I don't blame Kaiser out me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot. $90. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. My money Scotty. Toys, try me.
I run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to seal a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy will hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, did complain, this was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I'ma let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the ropes, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth now, snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof, not the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roots. Ooh, see my family struggle from the start. I'm gonna change the trajectory. Put some respect to me. Plant the seeds daily, foundation, that's the recipe. If you walked in my shoes, then you knew this meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to be the voice for the people and break the generational curse. Stand for something and not just fall for anything. And never get it twisted when I'm in the booth. You already know I'ma speak my truth. I'ma share my pain, I'ma share my story. You can walk the way with me through the glory. God be the glory.
Ayy, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My brain said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. It's your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah, they know it's true. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, it's getting them hype. Don't got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, well then they better read my rights. Ayy, no we don't play. What they gon' say? Radio K. Do this all day, tell them we straight. Ayy, ready whenever I been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door, need my award. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My brain said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue.
Let's meet.
What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
Now Washington's starting five. Sarr out there with Hayes. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Arenas in at the point guard position.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Arenas. Pass to Hayes. And just over a minute played here to start the game. They're running. Here's Daniels. Here's Wilkins. Clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, BA, they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
Now here's Middleton. Blocked! And a fast break now for the Hawks. And he makes it.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Arenas. Oh, he picked him clean. And they're on the break. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Pass to Okongwu. To the inside. Here's Wilkins. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Zach Rizachet.
And he's been on a roll during these last few months. Getting better in terms of scoring the ball and proving to be a key part of this team as we move farther along in the season.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Coulibaly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, good floor recognition from Sarr. Encouraging to see him working on his passing like this.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Counted from distance. Young's got 5 now.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. LeVert comes in for Young. George, he's checked in for Washington. Jordan Poole comes in for Middleton. And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I just love the ball movement.
The Wizards trail by 8. Poole outside. 1:42 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Sarr. Hayes with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Arenas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 10 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here's Pettit. He's defended by Hayes. Shoots a fadeaway. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Pettit's got 8 points. For Washington, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Poole, the pass to George. Tipped. Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. Pass to Pettit. Here's Wilkins. LeVert outside. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Oh, man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Sarr. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
LeVert passes to Pettit. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Atlanta on top. They're up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. They trail by 7. Last time they met in Washington.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. We've got Jordan Poole, also Chris Middleton out there. Hayes is out there with George. And it's Thor in at the 4-man position. Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. Johnson a screen on George. Here's Young. Plenty of space. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Here's Rizachet. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. LeVert goes against George. It's Poole on the wing. No good on the 3. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. LeVert goes against George. Pass to Young. 5 on the clock. With the floater. Middleton with the block.
And even though Middleton doesn't pile up blocks, he has the length to disrupt shooters, and he did right there.
And here's Poole. And here's Middleton. He's checked by LeVert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karis LeVert. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And he makes a first. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. It may take some time, but I like the plan.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Washington.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Johnson finds Young. Young on the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for Washington. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Wizards in second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pulls it, and that one's good. Poole. Atlanta leading by 7. Pass to Daniels. Here's Wilkins. Middleton covering. Here's Wilkins. And it's rejected. And they recover it beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Wilkins has got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Koulibaly. Middleton outside. Back to Koulibaly. It's blocked. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. Here's Arenas. Sinks the tray. He's got 13.
That's a nice steal right there by Jordan Poole. Just make it easy on your teammate to score it.
Well, Doris, you covered him. Jordan Poole was electric in the 2022 NBA Finals.
Well, B.A., there's no doubt they do not win the title without Jordan Poole and the lift he gave them at various points in that finals run. This guy is electric on the offensive end when his game is working.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, B.A., the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Here's Daniels. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Clock at 4. Headed. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Right wing. 52 seconds left in the second. Gets the three to fall. Arenas has got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The shot by LeVert, no good. The Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Arenas. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Wilkins. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Puts up a three, and that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. We're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for Washington, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
The offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And it's Washington with the ball. 8-point game. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Wilkins in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Middleton. From the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
One of the purest shooters in this game. Stopping Middleton has to be a focal point for your defense.
Here's Wilkins. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Now here's Hayes. No points yet. Here's Coulibaly. Atlanta with a rebound. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Back to Young. Picked up by Okongwu. 3-pointer off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Coulibaly on the wing. Guarded by Young. Back to Middleton. Pass to Arenas. 3-pointer. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
From 12 feet. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Young's got 13.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Now to see how the starters and bench match up scoring-wise tonight for Washington. Here's Koulibaly to the right side. Here's Arenas. It's good from about 19 feet. Arenas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Young from long range. Offensive rebound.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
The Wizards trail by 5. Over to the left wing from deep. Sarr. He's off on that one. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third, and it misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Arenas, guarded by Young. There's the double with Okongwu. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Wilkins. 13 points in the game. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 13.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
The Wizards have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Count it.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Young. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. It's tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Kicks it out to Middleton. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Hayes. Here's Arenas. Shot clock at 6. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Here's Young. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Young's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. He's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Hayes. And it's Poole in for Koulibaly. Here's Arenas. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Arenas has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Pettit. It's rebounded by Washington.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Arenas. Shots blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rizachet. Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hayes is checked in for Washington. Now here's Middleton. He's checked by LeVert. 5 to shoot. Middleton against LeVert. Middleton, no good.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Capella. Young from long range. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, what an effort by Poole.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Atlanta on top. They lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can...
Trying to maintain that edge right now. Coach Snyder encouraging his guys.
Solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Bilal Koulibaly. He's out there with Jordan Poole. George out there with Hayes. And it's Thor in at the power forward. Now here's George. Hayes with a screen on Capella. For 3, George. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks leading. Here's Daniels. Pass to Wilkins. Poole brings a double team. Clock at 6. The 3 from Rizachet. On target from range. Rizachet's got his first 3 points of the game. Poole, the pass to George. Hayes with a screen. With the drive. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And Atlanta making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Karis LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
Now here's Poole. Hayes with a screen. Poole outside. 6 to shoot. For 3. Oh, using that sweet stroke. Poole connects from deep.
Well, this is a staple of Jordan Poole's game, folks. This is why he is a volume three-point shooter.
Here's Wilkins, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Hayes. Pass to George. It's Poole on the wing. The teardrop. And Poole fighting through contact.
Boy, you want to talk about bailing out a poor offensive possession. Jordan Poole doesn't panic in a tight spot, just calmly steps up and drains it.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And Allie, thank you for that. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Okongwu. 4-3. Unable to get that one.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Yeah, and the potential Sarr has is enticing. He's a talented, mobile big man who wants to keep improving.
That one drops. He ties it up. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Wilkins. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Arenas. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Wilkins. Doubled by Middleton. Wilkins pass to Young. Sarr pulls it in. Washington has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Now here's Hayes. Here's Arenas, and that's good. Off the glass that time. Arenas has got 4 points this quarter.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Now here's Young. No good with the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Sarr passes to Middleton. Here's Arenas. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game. We've got 1:28 left in the game. There's Young with the 3. Wow! Young from deep three-point territory.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Steps back and shoots. Arenas' shot is off. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that ties this game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
55 seconds left in the fourth. Atlanta's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Sarr to stop the run. Blocked! And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. three by Kangwoo. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Oh, he nails it!
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, and that's an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To end the run. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Coulibaly. Off target with the 3. And so they foul intentionally.
6 seconds. Team score. At the line for Atlanta. Bob Peck. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Trey, leadership is such a key part of the point guard position. What's your focus in living up to that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts off the court, because that translates on.
Bowling, that's something I haven't done in a while. Thanks for the inspiration.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
Let me show you the way. It's going up. Get rich. 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 It's going up. You got the power, let me show you the way. It's going up. Get rich. 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 It's going up. It's going up. It's going up.
Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I'm master. Just forever up. The beat your feathers up. Have a shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt, man. I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on the fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in Nannish, trying to give me 1,000. Sneaking money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular. Homies doing it. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. Had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get with you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. Coming, just get your bag, no ops. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should bless you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta rush you. Blocks I had to cut through there. It get hazardous. That an all-time high, that ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic. Now they on some rapper. It's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a sprinting with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog, I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids that get you stuck early. A long way from on that. Used to lose and then I found out how they hate a winner. Come out them, they pay for dinner. Word.
Son, where'd you find this?
Ever since I've been talking my been laid up, been chained up. This don't change up. Jumping through a lot. We gon' bounce back right up just like this. Yeah. Let me get my together. I got a jewel to catch. Always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flag. Y'all know outside telling no sign. Making citizens arrest. I told the we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death. Quavo, how you manifest? Cause I'm him in the flesh. In the same breath, I can show him how to American Express. I'm tired of you talking about him. Please let my nephew rest. This ain't nobody doing nothing. All on get. Shut it down, baby, shut it down. Huncho, shut it down, it's a mess. Little bit of meet me at UPS. Don't come around if you stand down. Since you stand down, get a check. Got that out the mud, look, get low. I'm making it scratch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, the was at the mint. Cold sweat on the jet. Every night I pray my don't call collect. Having plenty of dogs, go DM it. I'm going all gold on the north side, Sean Carter. Crazy. I didn't take the martyr cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Charger. Want me to show you how to get to the top. Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with a over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah. Tahoe, yeah. Turn a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't a film. Bad, gon' flip my film. He having so much with him. People not play with him. Got in the crib, they stay with him. Checking my safe for M. Yeah, please go play with them. I'ma gon' say it. Can't with your man. Think I'm going somewhere. I'm stuck with my fam. I put blood, sweat, and tears for the brand. All these cards I've been dealt. Can't play with my hand. Everybody know that I'm him. 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 Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your course. She gon' tell you I'm him. Everybody know that 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 I'm him. Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your course. She gon' tell you I'm him.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, was missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's the purpose, so I move different. God chose me, He told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it stack to the ceiling. I had to step my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission. I can make Steven wanna see the vision. You never mix feelings with the business.
I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stagnant. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. I mean, yeah. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run up a check and then double up. I got no time for the camera. If it like a spatula, I whip a face like tarantula. Won't cuff no, I'm a bachelor. Wait. Yeah. I kick like I'm Jackie Chan. Straight off the hip, Yosemite Sam. I want them chips like the Pringle man. My money long like a lifespan. I got it on and no helping hand. Serving and spitting. Businessman. I move like an entrepreneur. So I ain't got the time for no. I cannot take a detour, cause I'm trying to make it to Forbes. If it ain't about the dollars, I'm bored. I'm plugged in the game like a cord. Be in the Honda. If you see me, just keep moving forward. Cause I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stack. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. Yeah, I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. You can never stop the flow. Yeah. I'm in business mode. 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 Yeah.
And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that she like a earthquake. I know it's never. But I couldn't be up like you, I could never. He said he couldn't meet a like me, he could never. It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way. It's hard to not think about the way I that now you remember. Blow me on her page and now she won't post on IG, she's clever. Hit her in a burner, I'm in Atlanta, close to the river. You the spirit of Jezebel, little girl, you was on my tether. I was giving my all to you, you cold, I gave you my sweater. Took you to a ball or two, and baby, you fit in a slipper. I'm doing my all for you, and you were just letting us with her. But one thing I know, my money is small for you, so you better sounding hurt for right. I'm real as 10 tonight. I'm wearing Rick Aaron tonight. Yeah, I'm counting the bands tonight. Yeah, that rain tonight. Yeah, I'll get in the tan today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that she like a earthquake.
Yeah, let's shout it on the game when she see us hop at that G. Want my last name, but I'm finna pass this free. Yo, she tryna get in my mind, I lock the door and pass the key. Yeah, I told that one time that she'll never find another like me. Yeah, too bad I might make her my accessory. My mama said I rock like too much black, I might need me an exorcist. Let me shine forever. If it's time, I'm ready. I might turn no way. Think this heaven sent. Be the like me, she can never. Be a like you, I can never. I'm in the game forever. Getting fresh forever. Top floor, but we on the 5th level. Getting cash forever.
And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking that she like a earthquake. I know it's never. But I couldn't be like you, I could never. He said he couldn't meet a like me, he could never. It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way.
Be that like me. Yo, be a like me, you can never. Yo, be that like how I might never. Yeah, shot it right forever.
Oh yeah. These people done turned us into bosses. That's my number. Oh yeah. Hey, I found.
And now,
And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton is out there with George, and it's Artest in at the 3, the small forward. And here are the Pacers now. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up. They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Rockets in Houston.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Shots good by Siakam.
Well, Siakam, that's a developing area, so don't give him a reason to shoot another.
The screen from Kemp. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And Durant sends it back.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Dort gets to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane, and he hits it to tie the game up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's George. To the middle. Here's Turner. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Halliburton. Durant with some nice D. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Utah Jazz. Dort passes to Durant. Holmgren sets the screen for Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes. The shot from 20 feet away. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. The Pacers also changing it up. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Artest.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hartenstein passes to Williams. Outside for Durant. Shoots over Nembhard. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Williams. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And the Thunder with some changes. Williams comes in for Holmgren. And it's Kemp in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Ryan is checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. The second effort. Here's Hartenstein. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Halliburton kicks to George. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Bryant a screen on Williams. Excellent D there from Williams.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
It's good.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenge.
Now, here is Halliburton. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So with George on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Thomas Bryant is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Toppin in at the 3 slot. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. George, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Indiana with the change here, too. Artest, he's checked in for Bryant. Here's Nembhard. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here's Toppin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I like this. Don't just put Obi on the perimeter or have him spot up. Use that length. Use that toughness. Let him make plays inside.
Here's Williams. And he converts the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded by Williams. Siakam misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Williams against Artest. Tries from 10. Toppin pulls it in. Pacers trail by 7. Siakam outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, an assertive Siakam is an effective Siakam.
For the Thunder, Durant's checked in for Hartenstein, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Williams. Then for the Pacers, Paul George is checked in for Neesmith. Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. To the inside, and stolen by Siakam. Pass to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Tapping a screen on Williams. And here's George for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. And his first shot of the game, no good. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Toppin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Toppin's got 5 points in the quarter. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis? The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
Spins. George passes to Halliburton. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant uses his size in close.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Outside Artest. There's a screen by Toppin. Artest with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Clock at 4. Here's George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
They grab their own miss. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Artest. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
For 3, Siakam. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, and stolen by Siakam. And a deep 3 from George, and that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's...
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp. Taking a peek now at... And that is it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
They've got Holmgren. Lou Dort out there with Sean Kemp. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's KD in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Holmgren against Siakam. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Siakam off the left rim and out. The Thunder leading by 7. It's Dort on the wing. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Stolen by Durant. Over Halliburton. Again, Oklahoma City.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Siakam outside. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Kemp with the steal. Durant inside. He's covered by Halliburton. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Second, the Thunder.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
So it's the Pacers now, down by 12. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. And Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Turner no good on the free throw.
You just look at the trajectory of Turner's career. He was raw coming into the league, up and down for a number of years, but when he put it all together, he became the total package.
KD can't get it to go.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Pass to Siakam. From outside, off the mark.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Dort passes to KD. Outside Kemp. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Defended by George. Clock at 6. And here is Holmgren. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on our test.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 11. And George kicks to Turner. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Artest. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Kemp. KD against Halliburton. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Looking now at some numbers for Pascal Siakam. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 21 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Kemp with a screen for Williams. From 11 feet away, Kemp can't hit.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kemp a screen on George. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Kevin Durant. Indiana also making some changes. Ryan is checked in for Turner. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Paul George. Siakam against Kemp. Ryan sets the screen for Siakam. Great tee that time from Kemp.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Siakam. No good off the front iron.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Kemp. And he gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bryant. Now here's Neesmith. Now Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder out in front. They're up by 10. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so George will bring it up for Indiana. It's a 10-point game. On the court right now for the Pacers. And is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Artest, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Dort a screen on George, and Williams, here we go. Pass to Williams, back to Dort, fires for 3, and they get it back. Here's Durant, and another field goal in this total, make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bryant, a screen on Katie. Now George, 3-pointer, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Another bomb for him right now. His 3-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Dort with a screen for Williams. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Terrific body control from Dort, setting a firm pick and then rolling to the gap.
Here's Nemhard, guarded by KD, and it's George missing. The Thunder leading by 9. Williams passes to Durant. Now Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's KD. A three-pointer off the mark. Williams against Artest. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And the Thunder with some changes. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Kemp comes in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Durant. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nemhard.
Paul George entering the league in 2010. I mean, he's been as good as any two-way wing in the league, cementing himself as an all-NBA level player.
It's Kemp on the wing. Turner covering, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. On the wing, George. Back to Halliburton. Outside, George. Shoots over George. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from George.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Dort misses.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
The Thunder leading by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Kemp. And Kemp with the slam!
The ultimate man shot. Kemp, one of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Andrew Nemhard's checked in for Indiana. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
Okay, David, thanks.
Huge block as the length of KD paying off there.
Dort passes to Kemp. Oklahoma City moving it around. Halliburton with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton, and when you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
You know, young players who come into the league, you want to see if they can bring it every night. Halliburton has certainly fit that bill.
And Indiana making a change here. George is checked in. Halliburton hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Durant drives. Dort wide open. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 6. Now Halliburton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
It's the first, and that brings them within 5.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Halliburton hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And Dort gets it to go.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Halliburton looking around. Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And answering the bell, Turner with confidence.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Outside for George. All sorts of time. And again, it's Indiana.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Halliburton against Durant. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Pass to Dort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Halliburton, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
At the line for your thunder, Chet Holmgren, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Important free throw opportunity here, and this is where a young player like Holmgren has got to show that the work is paying off.
And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's sent back by Kemp. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for your thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And here's George for 3. Dort grabs the miss. And an intentional foul right there.
On test, personal foul, 14 foul. At the line for 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shawn Kemp.